We are also following the very latest on the Hill Country flooding disaster. Today, we were back in the community of Hunt, which was one of the hardest hit. Hunt is also home to Camp La Junta, an iconic summer camp located right along the Guadalupe River. 12 days after the flooding, the damage is still everywhere. News 4 San Antonio's Taylor Whartonby joins us live with more on the camp's recovery. Taylor?
Good evening. I'm live here at Camp La Junta. For decades, this was a place of joy for campers. But now, despite the devastation and the damage, the owner is telling me today they plan to rebuild. The cabins and horse stables now gone after floodwaters ripped through the area. Now, what's left is the aftermath. Debris stacked in piles, which is a heartbreaking reminder of how powerful the water was. We spoke to Larry Graham and his wife Sharon, who own the camp. They face a long rebuilding process and recalled the terrifying moments during the early morning hours of July 4th.
By the time the morning came up, we realized that it was a real flood, and it was bigger than anything we had ever experienced before, but nobody had any reason to expect it would get that big. It had plenty of opportunities before, and it was always less than that.
Now it's all hands on deck with cleanup efforts, and that's what we've seen since being out here. Vehicles coming in and out, helping their neighbors heal. The Grahams tell me their grandson and other campers were on the property that night. He and the others were evacuated to safety and were all able to make it back home. Reporting live in Hunt, I'm Taylor Whartonby, News 4 San Antonio.
Just down the river in Kurville, meteorologist Joe DiCarlo was one of the first on the scene July 4th. He met a homeowner who took us through his flood-ravaged home. Joe joins us now live again from Kurville, where you've caught up with that homeowner again to check on the recovery, Joe.
Hey, good evening, Mandy. Well, we are here live on the south side of Kurville, where there's a very active recovery scene ongoing behind me. And like you mentioned, we were here on July 4th and just hours after the flood occurred, talking with homeowner Greg Adkins, who showed us around his damaged home. His house suffered water damage with about 4 to 5 feet of water inside at the height of the flood. Hours later, the inside was completely destroyed and mud was about a half a foot deep. Today, we came back to his house to see the progress that Greg has made with the help of volunteers.
Had to take shelves out, take the bathtubs out, take the showers out. So, quite different than when you guys were here.
Now, Greg does not have flood insurance in this house and tells me he is relying on FEMA assistance. Greg says the next step is to get fans inside the house and air it out so it can dry completely. He hopes to be back living inside the house behind me within the next 6 to 12 months. Now, Greg's not the only homeowner we spoke with today. We talked to another neighbor down the road who has a long recovery process in front of him. We'll have his story as well coming up tonight at 6. Reporting live in Kurville, I'm meteorologist Joe DiCarlo, News 4 San Antonio. Back to you.
All right, Joe, we'll see you then. Recovery wouldn't be possible without the help of hundreds of volunteers who've come to Kerr County from all over the entire country. Many of them gathering at Tivy Stadium in Kurville before going out to help the people to clean up there. They all show up ready to help in any way that they can.
We gutted a couple houses. The houses were a foot deep with mud. The refrigerators were turned over sideways. Mattresses, memory foam mattresses, took 9 of us to move a king-size mattress because it was full of water and it weighed probably 1,000 pounds.
And if you'd also like to help out, you do have to register with Texas Community Recovery.
News 4 San Antonio is teaming up with the Salvation Army for Sinclair Cares Texas Tragedy Relief. So far, you've helped raise more than $183,000. Just scan the QR code to help provide meals to survivors and first responders. We have a lot more content on the Texas flooding on our YouTube channel. You can hear a woman describe when her home was swept away by rushing water. Scan the code here for her story.
Some of the recent rain has been a welcome sight to some parts of the state that have been dealing with drought conditions. Check out the Nueces River there, flowing west of Uvalde, and thanks to Wood Ranch, who sent that video in to us.
In the Allen at the Live Desk, Governor Abbott on social media today announcing more counties are eligible to use SNAP benefits after the deadly flooding moved through the state. The governor says 26 more counties, most in Central Texas, that were impacted by the recent floods are now approved for SNAP benefits. Those benefits will allow people to purchase hot foods and and ready-to-eat meals. To use those benefits, you just need your Lone Star card, which can be used at certain stores through August 14th. Officials saying this will help relieve a little bit of stress for Texas as people in those hard-hit areas recover from those floods. Originally, only 7 counties were approved for those SNAP benefits. The governor saying as communities continue to recover, Texas will ensure families have the support they need to rebuild. That is the latest from the Live Desk.